So for my first meal, normally I prep coffee in the morning before I leave for work for my in-person sessions, and I did that, but I trained later today. Totally forgot about my coffee, and oh, well, when I did that a second ago, it didn't just spill all over me. That's my roommate's alarm. So, plot twist, I have actually been awake for an hour. It is 6 in the morning. I woke up at 5 in the morning. I'm supposed to be going to volunteer right now. Okay, so I have a little update. It's not a positive one. And it has absolutely nothing to do with my Hot Girl Summer project, or Project Hot Girl Summer. It's actually about a stalker. And this was ongoing this summer, and now it's happening again. And I'm kind of sad because I was supposed to be going to volunteer this morning at 5:45. It's early in the morning. It's 6:15. Even though I've been awake since 5, but yeah, I was supposed to volunteer, suddenly not feeling safe to do that. Not really gonna talk much about that, but unfortunately, I cannot go today because I am unsafe to do so. The sounds of New York City, baby. Anyways, I know I mentioned the stalker, but I'm honestly probably not going to talk too much about that, at least in this video, because that's not what this is about. I cannot believe I'm breaking out so much right now. It's the stress. The volunteer work was fitness related, sort of. It's called Back on My Feet, and it's a running organization for people who experience homelessness or are coming out from, let's say, jail or dealing with addiction or anything like that. They could be dealing with multiple different things, but it helps them get back on their feet. They're approved for the program. It's a very intense program, but they have to show up for the runs, and basically I am the one that will guide them through their running or walking, whatever they want to do, but it's for a full hour. Once they show up for 30 days consistently, they then get help with getting housing, with getting jobs, with workshops that help them to build a career. But the part that I will be helping with as of right now, I would love to do more with them, but I'm just starting out with them. So what I'll be doing with them is I'll actually be the one going on the runs, helping to lead the runs. Part of me wonders if I should even be putting this out there because of the stalker situation. Let's get the day started. So I am just reading You Are a Badass, which I 10 out of 10 recommend you guys reading if you haven't read yet. Something that is more important than people really acknowledge is mindset through your fitness journey. And whenever you're starting out on your fitness journey, you're almost always going to struggle with mindset, no matter who you are, including me. But I think we also have to acknowledge the fact that when we're starting a fitness journey, it's not just because we want to get healthy. Sometimes it is just that, but a lot of times there's also some deeper underlying things, like someone will be told they need to lose weight. So I just had my client, I'm not going to call her out by name, there's multiple clients like this, but there's one I just talked to yesterday where she wants to work with me again because her doctor told her she needed to lose weight, right? She was like, but also, like, I would really want to focus on my arms. Then confidence was brought up. So even though we might be starting a journey through or with fitness because of one thing, just for health or for aesthetics, typically there are going to be some deeper issues, and not even just with people starting through fitness. This is for almost anyone, where we have issues with confidence, and that leads us to not achieving our goals. So most of you guys watching this are here for the fat loss or for the fitness, but with any changes that we make in life, it is going to be challenging. Our self-worth, our self-confidence, all those things are going to be challenged. So if you're someone who is struggling with mindset, don't underestimate how important mindset is, because your mindset, your brain, is what determines your actions. So whether you acknowledge it or not, if your mind isn't there, if you don't believe in yourself, 100% that you are going to get to your goals, then you probably aren't yet, until you believe that you will. And I am someone who can absolutely preach for this, and that's why I'm preaching for this right now, because I never believed in myself with anything in life, with my success in business, with my success in finances. Right now I have an office in New York City. I have 2 rooms in this apartment. I could have a whole house. Let's not talk about that. But I have an office space. Nobody has an office space in New York City. Well, okay, a lot of people have an office space in New York City, but the point is, I'm doing pretty well for myself, and I never really thought that I would. Why did I even say that? Honestly, where was I going with that? Don't know. Something with success, and I don't know. But anyway, point is, if you are struggling to believe in yourself, that should be your main focus with fitness right now. Go for walks, make slow steps moving forward, and make mindset a priority. I'm gonna link the book and some other books that I recommend. I'll link 2, maybe 3 of my favorite books, which I'll just tell you what they are right now. You Are a Badass. I'm rereading this for the 4th time now. And then I also have The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F, which I made my mom read, and she ended up losing and maintaining that weight loss of 50+ pounds from summer of 2020 when I was visiting during quarantine up until I think she lost the 50 pounds like a month ago. So she lost 50 pounds in 6 months. All of it started with me making her read The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F and making her go for walks with me. That is how it started. And then we eased it into, well, how about you try a half marathon, just walking a half marathon, and I'll run a marathon. Plot twist, I broke my freaking knee, so I didn't run the full marathon, but I did go do the half still. I walked it with her and sort of still ran on a torn knee. Don't come at me, don't come for me, I know it was dumb. So that book is really, really helpful in self-confidence. And then the other one is that I would probably link and recommend is less on the side of confidence, and I think would probably be the least helpful as far as fitness goes, but it is a book that changed my life. Okay. It is a book that changed my life, and it is called The Alchemist, and I have it in my room, but I'm not gonna go grab it. I also have The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F, but I actually left that with my mom, so that is in Arkansas. I brought that with me to reread during quarantine and left it with her. The Alchemist is really good if you're someone who wants to get more in tune with your spiritual side. It's a book that actually one of my clients, Aida, oh my gosh, it's been so long, but she recommended that book to me in 2015, and or was it 2016? It was right before I literally made all my dreams come true, started working on Warped Tour, started reaching my financial goals, crazy, but she recommended that book to me because I started getting into the whole idea of signs and spirituality, whatever. So she recommended that book to me, changed my life, and I have reread that multiple times. And I don't know if you guys want to get in tune with that, but that's something that I have gotten very much in tune with. And I know it's not something a lot of people are very open to. That is okay. That is fine. I never used to be either. Here's the thing. Just try. So that was also irrelevant. So that's more so on the side of spirituality. So if you guys are open to that, definitely recommend reading it. Talks more about science, talks about going for what you want in life, and just how things kind of work out the way they're supposed to. It's kind of one of those high school books. We never read it in high school. I read it after my client recommended it to me, and even if you did read it in high school, I would recommend rereading it. So I'm gonna link that book as well. It's one that is so important to me, so would recommend it. But for fitness stuff, try this one, The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F, as well. And I'm gonna continue reading. Something else I do in the mornings is I journal. It's a manifestation journal. And again, this is something that I wouldn't necessarily need to talk about as far as fitness goes, but as of recently, I've been recommending my clients start journaling. Basically, you just journal exactly what you see yourself achieving and whether it's the universe helping you achieve that or it's your own mind rewiring your brain, which is what I kind of think it is logically. My spiritual side wants to say it's the universe helping you, law of attraction, bring that in, but my logical side, my science brain, says it's just rewiring your brain. It's helping you stay more focused and make it more believable to you that you can achieve those goals, because a lot of times if you visualize, visualization is not a spiritual thing. Visualization is actually a technique used for very advanced athletes. Basically with visualization, you just imagine yourself doing these tasks. So let's say for powerlifting, you're going to deadlift 500 pounds. You're going to visualize the bar in your hands. You're going to visualize, and visualize doesn't just mean visuals. It means like you're hearing, you're feeling the grip of the bar, you are smelling, you know, all of the senses. I don't know what you'd be smelling. Sweat, metal, hopefully not metal from blood gushing down your face, because that happens. Okay, this is too much TMI. Visualization is an important technique, and that is a scientifically proven technique. So I feel like that's the same thing that's going on here, is the manifestation journal is just the same thing as a visualization technique. That's what my logical side of the brain says. Whatever it is, it works. It's how I got to New York City. It's how I've made all my dreams come true. And it is how I help my clients who are really struggling with these types of things like mindset. It's how I help my clients get to their goals as well. And it works. So I do this every morning. I just do it for my like whole life goals and stuff. And you guys are welcome to do that as well. I do absolutely do this for fitness goals as well. Like PRs I want to hit with squat, bench, and deadlift. I do it for the physique I want to bring in, a physique I've never seen before, but I also do it for everything else in my life. My dad's FaceTiming me.
Hello, what's going on?
All right, so here's my schedule for today. Basically, I'm working from 9:30 until 12:30 back to back, and then we're gonna train at 4:30, and then I've got a client at 5:30, and I've got another client at 8:30. What time is this? That is my schedule for today. Basically, all of this block in between here is going to be for eating. I'm not gonna have my first meal until 12:30, and then we're gonna do some content work. So for the content work, I'm basically gonna take a lot of booty pics for Instagram. And because I love writing captions, right? Like I love writing captions about fitness, mental health, nutrition. I just like writing. Fun fact, my dream job was a writer, not a personal trainer. And then my second dream job was working in mental health, and mental health is everything to me. But with fitness, it's funny because the reason I got into fitness is because of mental health, and then all the content stuff, like all of the writing, even though I don't know if it really helps that many people, it's just what I'm passionate about. So I love that I can incorporate some of my favorite passions into my job. I think my dad's FaceTiming me again. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Good morning. Hello, hello.
Hello.
What?